What's up everybody, it's Broken Bones here and welcome to Broken's Bedrock Tutorials. Today we're going to be showing you how to make a wither blaster. This is a wither blaster, and a wither blaster uses a wither to break blocks. A wither drops 100% of the blocks that it breaks, and it has a bedrock formation around it that contains all of the skulls, so the skulls don't go flying everywhere and break stuff. And a wither gets mad by the snowman machine right here. And the snowman machine throws a snowball at it, and as you can see, it's making the wither angry, and it's exploding. And it explodes fast enough to break 96,000 items per hour. The pistons over there and right behind me represent where the farms can be. You can have blocks coming into these pistons and having them pushed right into the wither right in these two areas. And if you're still looking at this thing wondering how you're going to get Bedrock in survival, you can get Bedrock in survival 100% legit with no cheats, no creative mode, no mods, no anything. You can get it 100% in survival, and I'll leave a link to my tutorial on how to get it in survival right there in the top right hand corner. A wither cage is directionable because a wither will blow up a 4x4 area of blocks, but in this formation right here, and as you can see, the east side and the south side, he blows up 2 blocks to each side. On the north and west sides, he only blows up 1, and that makes it to where when the farms come in, a lot of blocks end up on that bedrock block, which is not good. So I suggest making sure that you have the farms coming in from the south and east sides. If you're planning on using this design on a farm that needs to be chunk lined, that's perfectly fine. This one is chunk lined too, but you do not need to chunk line it if you're going to be fitting it in with a farm that's already chunk lined. You're perfectly fine to use this wherever you need to make it work. However, if you're going to be using blaster farms, like I'm going to be making some tutorials for down there, then you are definitely going to want to chunk line your wither blaster, because if you look right here, here's our middle chunk right here. This farm is inside this chunk, and this farm is inside that chunk, because there's really nowhere else for them to go. And if you guys are enjoying today's video, be sure to break the like button for me, leave a comment down below, share this video with all your friends, be sure to subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. A material list will be down in the description. To get things started, this thing is directional, and if you're using this to attach it to a farm that's already chunk aligned, that's perfectly fine. You can attach it to it. You just need to make sure that your blocks are coming into these pistons so they can be pushed into the wither, and these need to be either on the east side or the south side. There's a couple different ways we can determine this. One is with a pumpkin. If you place a pumpkin down, the stem will always point in the northwest direction, so as you can see, it's pointing in that direction. And if you're looking north, then west is to your left, so if that's in the northwest direction, if you look right here, it's going to be north in this direction and west in that direction, which makes that east and that south. Another way you can do it is with a sunflower. If you place a sunflower down, the yellow spot of the sunflower will always point in the east direction, which makes that the back side of the sunflower the west direction. And since west is to our left when we're looking north, that's going to be the north direction, and that's going to be the south direction, and that's going to be to the east. And my favorite way of determining north is with my coordinates. You don't need either of these two things. You don't have to carry those with you. You can just use the coordinates up on the top left of your screen. As you can see, my coordinates right now are -316. And from these two examples, we learned that this direction is north. So we're at -316, and if we move in this direction, now we're at -320. So if we move in the north direction, our number actually decreases. If we were in the positive, it would be getting smaller and smaller, but since we're in the negative, it's actually getting larger and larger because it's becoming a bigger negative number, going further and further in the negative. So in whatever direction your Z coordinate decreases is the direction of north. So if you're attaching this to a farm that's already chunk lined, once you determine north, then you know where your blocks need to go. And so that way you know that your blocks need to come into this piston line here on the east or into this piston line over here on the south. This design allows you to push blocks in from the side, down from beneath, down from the other side, or even from above. If you are wanting to use this particular wither blaster for a tree farm, I've actually got a tree farm attachment tutorial on how to attach this very wither blaster to a tree farm. I'll leave that link up in the top right hand corner there for you guys, so you guys can click on that, and that'll show you how to build a wither cage and everything else to go along with it. But if you're not building a tree farm or any other chunk aligned farm and you're just wanting to build some wither blaster farms, then I recommend that you subchunk line it and chunk align it. You don't have to, it will work, but I guarantee that it'll work if you go ahead and chunk align it. Earlier in the video, I left a link up in the top right hand screen for you guys for that video, and I'll leave a link down in the description as well, so you guys can click on that if you guys need to. It'll show you how to chunk align stuff and subchunk align all of your farms. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this. What we need to do here is we need to go ahead and identify the middle of our chunk, and to do that, we're going to come off to one corner. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go to the 8th block. We're going to mark that one, and we're going to come 8 blocks in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once we do that, we're going to go ahead and come down to 9, and we're going to place 2 more here on that side. Those 4 blocks right there are the exact center of our chunk. Once you found the middle of your chunk, then you need to identify the northwest corner, and like I said, you could do that with a pumpkin. It points to the northwest, so you know that that block over here is going to be the northwest block in that center. And also too, like I said, you could use your coordinates. As you go in the north direction, your coordinates decrease. And so therefore, if that's the northwest corner, then that's going to make this the southeast corner right here, and that's the corner that we're going to want. We're going to want to count 7 blocks up from this block. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, just like that. Then from there, we're going to go ahead and place in a bedrock block, okay? Now we're going to place in 2 temporary blocks, 1 and 2. Around the second one, we're going to place in 4 bedrock blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like that. You want to be very careful when placing these because you don't want to get these in the wrong direction, because you can't really remove bedrock. It's very hard to do that if you want to do that, and you'll probably remove the rest of it while you're trying to do that too. On the next layer up, we're going to go ahead and bring this out by a 3x3 square, just like this, kind of connecting all of those up. We're going to bring that all the way around here, just like so, and then we can break out our temporary blocks here in the middle. Go ahead and break those out. And then around here, we're going to put 1 more layer around, so we're actually 1 block out past the center blocks right there. So we're going to do that on all the sides, just like this. Go ahead and bring that all the way around, just like so, and on the last side as well. And that should give you a 5x5 square, just like this. Then next, you want to go ahead and place in a temporary block like this with a bedrock block on top, and then you can break out your temporary block. Once your wither cage is built, now it's time for the catch basin. You're going to come down 1 block below your last bedrock block right there. You're going to break this one out. Then you're going to come out by 4 obsidian blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like that. Over on this side, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go 4 blocks out like this. We're going to go about 4 blocks out on every side, just like so. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and attach these just like this. Go ahead and bring them out to where they meet up out in the corners, just like that. Do that all the way around, and then fill it in. Now you should have a 9x9 square of obsidian stretching out 4 blocks from the center, just like this. And then once you have that in, you can go ahead and break these temporary blocks out. That'll be where all your items go through. Next, we need to go ahead and go to one of the corners, come up by a temporary block, place 2 blocks out here just like this. We're going to put a skirt around the entire perimeter, just like so. So go ahead and do that around all 4 corners. Now your catch basin should be looking like this, and then you're going to place water in the corners right here. Go ahead and place water in all 4 corners, and you should see that right in the center, it leaves you a nice little hole like that for all your items to go through. Once you have this complete, then we're going to go ahead and reference our pillar down below. It's sitting on the southeast corner of the center of the chunk. So since that's the southeast corner, we know that that's this corner. We're going to come to this corner of our obsidian right here, and we're going to come to this corner and place in 2 obsidian blocks right there and 2 obsidian blocks right there, just like that. We're going to come to the opposite side. We're going to place in 3 blocks right here, just like this. And then we need to go ahead and come onto this side, and we're going to place in 2 blocks right there, just like that. Now on the opposite sides over here, we're going to place in 3 blocks, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do the same thing on this side, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to do the same thing on that side over here. That one has 2 blocks. We're going to place in 2 blocks here. And we're going to place in 3 blocks over here. On the southeast corner, you should see that you have 2 obsidian blocks in this corner on each side. And then in the northwest corner, that you have 3 obsidian blocks on each side. And then straight across from those, it's all matching up just like so. Once you have that completed, then on both sides where this corner is matching, so on this side and on this side, which is the south and east sides, this side's the east side, we're going to go ahead and count 15 blocks from the center bedrock block right there. These are all temporary blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We're going to break block number 14. We're going to turn around in this direction. We're going to place in a piston in that direction facing right there. Then however many blocks you have off to the left hand side, which is 2, we're going to go ahead and place in 2 blocks right there, just like that, 2 pistons. Then on this side we have 1 block right there, so we're going to place in a 1 block right there and a 1 piston. Then on top of that, we're going to place in 4 more pistons, just like so, and we can go ahead and break out all of our temporary blocks. Behind here, we're going to go ahead and complete up this row just like so, and we're going to put redstone dust on top of all of those. Then once we have all these broken out, now we can do the other side, the south side. So again, we're going to go ahead and count out 15 blocks. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We're going to break out block number 14. We're going to turn around and place it in this direction. We're going to look behind us. We're going to see that we have a 1 block gap right here. So we're going to place 1 piston in this direction. On this side we have a 2 block gap. So we're going to place 2 pistons. So we're going to go 1 and 2. And then on top we're going to place a line of pistons just like this. We're going to go ahead and complete the line up behind here just like that. And we're going to put redstone dust on top of all of those to link those up. And then we're going to get rid of all of our temporary blocks. Once your piston walls are in, then you can go ahead and come onto the north side or the west side and put your snowball machine. It doesn't matter which side. But regardless of which side, you're going to go ahead and fill up this gap right here. You don't need that. And then you're going to go ahead and look at your bedrock block and you're going to get right in line with it. You're going to get a building block. You go ahead and place it right there, right in line with your bedrock block. Go ahead and come right to the inside and you're going to place a dispenser down right there. You should see that dispenser should shoot right into this gap right here. This is right where you want it aiming, just like that. And then once you have that in place, you're going to place a hopper onto the back side of this dispenser right here. You're going to go right there. Then you're going to place a temporary block on the back side of that one with a piston facing in this direction like that on top of the hopper. Then we're going to place a temporary block on top of that hopper just like this. And we're going to take some glass. We're going to go ahead and surround this just like this. Go ahead and bring that all the way around. Break out the temporary block and then go ahead and come up by 1 more layer just like so. Grab yourself some snow. Go ahead and place in 2 blocks of snow just like this with a pumpkin on top just like that. And then take some more glass, take a temporary block and place 1 piece of glass on top of it just like this. Once you have your snowman in place, then go ahead and come to the back side of your piston, place in a block right there, and you're going to come down by 1 and another one just like so. Go ahead and break this one out. Grab 2 torches, place a redstone torch there and a redstone torch there. On the bottom side of this one, we're going to place in a temporary block and 1 down just like this. And then we're going to go ahead and place in a repeater just like that. And then on the side of this one, we're going to come down by a block right here and down by another one and out by 1 just like so. We're going to break this block out and put some redstone dust right there and a repeater on top just like this. That's going to stay on 1 tick. Then we're going to go ahead and place a temporary block there, 1 up on top just like so. And then we're going to place a redstone torch right there. And as you can see, that's going to create quite a clock there, and it's going to create a snowball machine. So what we want to do now is we want to go ahead and take a block down here just like this. We're going to place a redstone torch right there, and that'll go ahead and stop that clock. And then what we can do is we can go ahead and toggle that right here with a lever or any other redstone input. In this tutorial that I have prepared here for my next tutorial, as you can see here, I've wired it up to where whenever you turn on my farms, it also turns on the wither blaster. So if you turn this on, I have a redstone line that goes all the way around here just like this, and it turns the wither blaster on. So that way it automatically turns on whenever a farm turns on. You don't have to do that. That's just a suggestion. You can use just this lever right here and make sure that you turn this on before you actually use your farms. And now for the last and final step, spawning the wither in. And to do that, we're going to come right here to the center. We're going to come right out to the west side here just like this. And that's why I put my snowman machine over here. This is the west side. You can tell because this is the southeast corner that we built that in. We have that there to mark that. So we know that this is the west side. Definitely make sure that you're on the west side before you do this, so your wither doesn't get on the loose. And you're going to come right to the center right here. You're going to place in it 3 blocks just like that. And then we're actually going to use that block right there. So there's 4. And so we're going to place a block right there of soul sand. We're going to place 2 right there and 3 and 4 just like that. Then we're going to place the heads on the tops of these just like so. And as you can see, he spawns right in there just like so. When the wither blows up, you're going to see that the snowman's going to take a little bit of damage, but as you can tell, he's just fine. And now that your wither blaster is complete, you should see that if you turn the switch on, that the wither does get mad and he starts blowing up a little bit faster than usual. Be sure when you're done using your farm to turn off the wither blaster, and then down below here where the hole is right in the center, you can go and remove out all of your temporary blocks now the thing's built. And then down below here you can put your storage system. So if you wanted to, you could just put yourself a barrel and a hopper. Depending on how fast your farms are, you might have to make a bigger storage system than that. But nonetheless, that's going to be where your storage output is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the wither blaster. I'm super excited to see what you guys come up with all of these different farms that you guys can make with these things. And let me know down in the comment section what type of farms you guys are thinking about. I've got a few ideas of my own that I'm going to be making tutorials for soon down there. I've got a cobble blaster, I've got a basalt blaster, I've got a concrete blaster, a mud blaster, and much more to come. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial, and if you guys did, be sure to smack the like button and subscribe if you guys are new, and I will be seeing you guys in the next tutorial. Take it easy, everybody.